What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and in this video I'd like to talk about you, the savvy crypto investor, and how you can hopefully avoid making some catastrophic mistakes in regards to your portfolio so that you can be set up optimally for the coming days, weeks, and months in the crypto market and make as much money as you can without losing as much money as you can, right? If that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get into it. This is going to be based off of mistakes that I myself have made in my first two bull markets. This is the third bull market that I've had. Most people make these mistakes in their first cycle, even their second cycle. That doesn't mean that you can't be profitable, right? In the last cycle, I made some of these mistakes that I'm going to go over right now, and I still ended up net profit. This cycle, we're avoiding those mistakes entirely, and I want to help everybody else avoid them as well. So hopefully that's what we can do here. The first thing that I like to talk about is the fact that in moments like this, where the 10th of October, we had a massive dump. I got all these arrows here. We had a massive dump on this day, and we're dealing with the aftermath now. Moments like this can really shake your faith and confidence in the crypto markets. We're seeing across X.com various accounts, crypto accounts, people who are huge proponents, even with large followings, that are saying they're taking a step back. They're not going to invest in crypto anymore. They're taking a step back. Maybe they're going to stocks. They're done investing, period. They're going to work their 9 to 5 and just save up money the old-fashioned way, whatever it is that they're doing, right? And to each their own. There's no right or wrong answer. But the first thing, I think, as an investor, as a trader, if that's what you want to be a crypto investor, you want to be a crypto trader, the first step is you have to be allocated. You have to be in the markets. And mark my words, a lot of these people that say they're taking a step back, they're probably going to come back in when the prices are higher. Unfortunately, that's what happens. So again, revolve it around this point that I'm trying to make. In a moment like this where we see a flash crash, and believe me, there's multiple every cycle. This is probably like the 6th flash crash that I myself have dealt with in crypto. Probably more. It's probably like my 7th or 8th. I can't think of all of them right on the spot. COVID was a big one, but there's literally at least 2 or 3 flash crashes every single bull market. It happens. And the worst thing you can do is take a step back, hold on to your money or what little money you have left, or maybe you have all of it, whatever, and just wait and see how things work themselves out. Because what happens is in crypto, because things are volatile, when things move up, they come back down. When things move down, they come back up. So if you're stepping out of the markets right now, you're literally stepping out at a point where you should be stepping in. You should be going full throttle. Flash crashes are the perfect times, the best times to invest in any bull market. Everybody who is saying they're taking a step back right now, they're all willingly saying, yes, this is a great opportunity to buy right now, but I don't want it. I'd rather the price go up, and then in a month or two, whenever I see everything's up 300%, I'm going to get in there. Whenever crypto's figured itself out, whenever it's shown that it's strong still, and I can regain confidence that it's going to go up, that's when I'll buy in. Don't be that person, okay? Hold your coins, buy more if anything. If you got shaken out, get back in. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This is just, again, based on my experience in the crypto markets. It's the worst thing, the worst mistake I ever did in a flash crash is sell out. Okay? Number two, and in kind of like the direct next point to this, I feel like it's a good neighboring point, is that you should not go chasing shiny objects. Don't rebalance your portfolio for coins that have held up well or pumped amidst this drop, right? I'm talking about Zcash and Zora, right? A lot of people get it in their heads that Zcash is up. The average altcoin, right? This is the other chart. The average altcoin is down, where Zcash, where the average altcoin dropped 19% from open to close, dropped overall 50% this day on the 10th. Zcash was actually green on the 10th. It was actually up 11% that day, and it even went up higher. A lot of people get in their heads that, oh, this is the safe haven. I should buy here. And, oh, this one's trash. I should sell here. Do you see the fallacy of the mind there? And I want to stop I feel like a lot of people are trying to make this mistake right now, and maybe already have. I want to try to stop people and prevent people from doing this. What's happening here? You're literally saying, I'm going to sell my coin, whatever it is, that dropped, my Dogecoin, my XRP, my Stellar Lumens, my H-bars, my Turbos, whatever they are, my Pepes, I'm going to sell them, and now I'm going to buy Zcash or Zora. I'm going to sell the coin at the low and buy the coin at the high. Do you guys remember that saying going, buy the high, sell the low? No, it's buy low, sell high, right? In other words, think of it like this. Your coin is down here, It hasn't pumped yet, right? We just dealt with a massive downtrend or a massive shakeout, but we're down here, okay? We're at the low points, right? Would you sell your coin that's here that will inevitably do this for the coin that already did? That's silly. Don't do that, right? Let's think of it in another perspective as well. Imagine that we're savvy investors, that we're really savvy investors, and we haven't invested in crypto at all, and we're finally, you know what, this flash crash was the moment we were looking for. Let's get involved, okay? This might be a good time to get in. One of our buddies is telling us, hey, get in now. The market's on sale. Get in. Would it be best to buy a coin that's like this, right? This is the others chart. So this is a representation of the average altcoin. Would it be best to buy a coin that's literally at a 20% discount right now? Would you look to buy a coin like this? Or would you be chasing the coin that's right here at a relative high over the past couple of months from a low to a high that saw an overall 8x move? That at the current price is at a 7.3x gain from where it was just under 2 months ago. Would you rather buy this coin or would you rather buy the coin that's on sale? You know, if you're a savvy investor, you would buy low, you would not buy high, right? And then again, in another kind of thought, if you did buy here, if you bought the low and you're holding Zcash here, do you think as a savvy investor, you would think, I should sell my coins that just dumped and put them all into this coin here? Or do you think they would think, I did really well with this coin. I bought down here. It's up here now. I'm going to sell it and buy all these coins that are here. I'm going to double down on my bags or add more that I've been looking for that are on sale now, right? One sounds smart. One way sounds smart. One way sounds silly. And whenever we're in the midst of our emotional drama, we can get that can interfere with our ability to think logically. Okay, and that ties in perfectly to point number 3, which is we should not make financial decisions if we are emotional, right? Point number 1 being that you need to be involved in the markets right now. You have to be allocated. If you're not, you're going to come back in at higher prices. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's going to happen. Because once you get a taste for crypto, it's like crack. You can't stop, okay? And you might turn a blind eye for a second, and then once you see things pumping, once it's in the news again that Bitcoin's at $200,000, you're like, damn, I knew this was the next avenue for financial wealth. I knew that this is how I was going to grow my money. Why did I step back? I literally sold at the worst moment, right at the shakeout. Oh, I fell for it. It's the actual way to make wealth after all. I just sold at the wrong moment. You're going to get in at the wrong moment if you're not fully allocated now. And maybe not fully allocated, but largely allocated. If you want to be an investor, you want to be a trader, you need to be involved right now. Point 1. Case number 2. Do not trade up, okay? Trade down. If you want to swap coins around right now, like Stellar Lumens or H-Bar or maybe Shiba Inu and Dogecoin or whatever, Pepe, coins that have dropped for other coins that have dropped, okay, rebalance your portfolio that way. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're selling your coins that are at a deficit for coins that are at a premium, that are up in the sky, you're buying shiny objects, you're chasing those pumps, it's going to hurt you. You're buying coins that have already seen their dump versus a coin that just went up. In crypto, things that go up, they come back down. They might not come back down to where they were, but they come back down. Point number 1, be allocated. Point number 2, do not chase shiny objects. Don't chase pumps. Sit on your hands, make your bed and lay in it. Trust the coins that you've invested in. They're not crap. The whole market got shaken out, and it's not because there's some false sense of integrity in the markets. It's because every major exchange shut down at the same time. When that happens in the stock market, and that's happened before in the past where major stock exchanges have gone down, the stocks they drop through the floor. It's not a weakness on the stock's behalf or the crypto's behalf. It's a weakness in the system, a fault in the system, which is that there's too much authority in these centralized points of authority. They have too much trust. They have too much responsibility, and they don't handle it properly. Number 3, do not trade or invest based on emotion. If you're emotional, the best thing you could do is absolutely nothing at all. If you're not emotional and you feel like you're looking at things clearly, you're not desperate to make any money back that you've lost, you've got rent to pay, you've got a vacation you're going on, you've got a girl you're trying to impress, this money was supposed to fund my wedding or my business, whatever. Breathe. Life's going to happen the way it's meant to happen, okay? It's not going to happen necessarily how you want it to happen. I mean, some of us, I think everybody has the power to sculpt life the way they want to, but if you're desperate and you're emotional, life's not going to go in your favor just because you're desperate, right? You have to have well thought plans and execute them. You have to execute them, and it's hard to do that if you're in a state of emotional duress. So case in point number 3, if you're emotional, if you're under duress right now, if you feel desperate, if that word hits home for you, you should take a step back. Maybe don't look at the charts for a week. If you're allocated, there's no need to look at the charts. When the markets go up or down, whatever, they're going to do their thing. We are in a bull market. We are in a bull market. Absolutely we are. Undoubtedly we are. Okay. There's plenty of people out there who have been in multiple cycles like me who are saying we're in a bear market now, but they're biting the fear. They're eating the fear. They're going into this state of duress, and again, it makes them make improper decisions, right? I've never seen it where a bull market top ended with anything less than extreme greed. Extreme greed, okay? And if this thing loads up, you'll see we haven't seen extreme greed, you guys, since December of last year, okay? December of last year. Never have we seen a bull market peak happen without extreme greed. We were barely in the levels of greed, barely out of neutral. That's not it. We're in fear right now. We're in fear, and Bitcoin's at its all-time high area. We're in the same all-time high area that we've been in since July. Okay, we haven't broken market structure. None of that's happened. If anybody is watching crypto media, social media sources, influencers, whatever, and they're saying we've broken market structure, stop following that person, because what market structure have we broken? We still have higher lows. We still have higher highs. We're consolidating this area. We have not broken market structure. And false price action while the exchanges are down, no, that doesn't count. And even if it did, even this, we still haven't broken market structure. We're holding support at key areas. Every bull market top that we've ever seen, right? Even here, even last cycle, which sucked, we had a massive rally. We had a massive rally. We had a massive rally. This is what ends a cycle, right? This did not end the cycle. This did not end the cycle. Not even the COVID crash ended the cycle. We had a massive rally. We haven't had a massive rally yet. This cycle has been very well structured. Okay, we've been moving up nice and slow, methodically, stair-stepping. This is a sign of a healthy market that's building methodically, and these kind of circumstances allow the market cycle to go on longer. So a fourth mistake that I'd like to help people avoid making, which I was going to keep it at 3, but the fourth bit, which I talk about all the time, is don't trust the media. Don't trust the media. Don't trust influencers that's even me, you know. Do your own research, try to formulate your own opinions, and don't let other people formulate opinions for you. Because there are a lot of people right now who are leaning on the fact of the halving cycles and the cyclicality based on those lengths of time that the bull market is at its end. But they're not looking at peak indicators. Time itself is just one indicator. Okay, and if there are 10 indicators and they are predominantly right, but there's 1 or 2 that are wrong, time could be one of those that's wrong. And I think the idea that the bull market has to end just because it's been a long time does not mean that that's true. We're not looking at the data. Again, this cycle, we've never seen this amount of consistent methodical movement where every move up that we have is met with months, a quarter of a year, a half a year of consolidation. We've never seen a cycle move so slowly. Whenever I started my journey learning technical analysis and charts, I was taught that this type of behavior allows a cycle to continue longer, to go on longer. So we're at the end of the cycle based on these halving point periods right now, based on what some of these geniuses are saying, but they're not factoring into effect that this cycle has literally been different. We've moved more methodically, structurally more sound. We haven't seen any blow off tops or euphoria, right? We're going to continue longer until we get to that point. That's how it works, okay? A bear market can only happen when there's no buyers left, and there are plenty of buyers left. You guys, we had record-breaking inflows in crypto on Monday for ETFs. Or maybe it was record-breaking volume. I don't know about inflows. We had $3.5 billion in inflows for crypto ETFs, and I think it was like $55 billion in volume. It was record-breaking volume for the crypto ETFs in that day, Monday. This was after the crash. This was after the 10th. Monday was yesterday. That was the 14th, right? Or is today? No, today's Wednesday. It was 2 days ago. Sorry, it was the 13th. So again, just to rehash all this, make sure you're allocated. Don't be shaken out. If you are scared right now, if your faith is shaken in the markets, just sit on your hands, man. don't, I mean, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you're not in the markets right now, you're only going to get in at higher prices. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. As someone who's done this before. Number two, don't trade up. Don't go taking your coins that have sold to buy a coin that's pumping right now. Odds are the coin that's pumping is going to come back down, and the coin that just dumped is going to come back up. You're going to be doing it opposite. Do not sell low and buy high. Please, for the love of everybody that you know, don't do that. Number three, and this ties in pretty well with the first two, don't trade or invest based on emotion. Uh-oh, what happened? Whoa, that was weird. Well, I think we're okay. Don't trade or invest based on emotion. If you trade based on strategy, you're solid, right? Who's going to make more? Investor A, who invests based on strategy and execution and discipline and logic, or the person that invests based on emotion and desperation and hopes and dreams, right? The person, and if they're very lucky versus very unlucky, that might have some luck. Luck helps, don't get me wrong, but again, even luck takes a backseat if you're desperate. Okay, even luck takes a backseat. So if you're desperate, if you're emotional, just don't do anything. You're probably better off not doing anything or doing the exact opposite of whatever it is you want to do. Honestly, but probably better off just doing nothing. And then number four, don't believe the media. Now that we're at the low points, the bears and the media, for lack of a better word, they're going to be spewing more FUD and more negative things about the market than ever before, because from the media's perspective, it gets them a lot of attention, right? Fear begets attention, and attention and engagement is what drives media, is what makes them money, promotes them. The bears, who've been very silent about all their theories, now that the market's weak, they feel strong. They feel like they have a voice to come out and be loud. So they're going to be loud. The bulls are going to take a back seat. Don't let that affect your psychology or your emotions as well. And if it is, again, maybe just take a step back, walk away for a week, see how it is, come back in a week or so. But I got nothing else for you guys. I hope that this video helps. I hope that this provides some sanity in these insane, crazy moments. I hope that everybody makes the right decision. At the end of the day, who am I, or who are you, or who's anybody to say what the right decision is? Do what's best for yourself. Do what you feel is right. And again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If I could just wrap this up in one sentence, I would say just be in crypto, be invested, be allocated. Do not make emotional decisions. It's better to make no decision at all than to make a decision that's based on emotion. And you know that you're making an emotional decision when you do it. Just don't do it, right? It might seem like you need to do it. It's this desperate feel like you need to do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Wait and watch how well things play out when you don't do anything at all versus what they would have played out to if you did something, okay? Don't be watching the 15-minute candles, the 1-hour candles, the 1-minute candles. Check out the weekly time frames, the monthly time frames. We have a lot of cycle to go, okay? I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves. Seriously. Bye-bye.